Hello, it's Ade. How are you today? I believe you're having a wonderful day. Today, I wanted to talk about my personal development journey. I've been into personal development for quite a while now, and I noticed that I don't have any recordings or video recordings around my own journey, and I wanted this to serve as a record or a reminder for myself. I get to hear my journey one more time, and you get to hear it the first time. There are different definitions about what personal development is all about, and I found one definition that I think speaks to for us to have a better understanding of what personal development is. I want to read one definition I found online. It goes like this: personal development is a lifelong process. It is a way for people to assess their skills and qualities, consider their aims in life, and set goals in order to realize and maximize their potential. I want to agree with this definition, and it speaks to my own journey, this journey of personal development. I came into personal development around 1983 or 1984, thereabout. That was when I was in university. I entered university in 1981, and I was to study chemistry, BSc chemistry. And the first year I had most of my courses I took, I had failures. Only one single course saved me from being expelled from the university. I had a receipt in just one single course. All the other courses were failures. I got F, and just one of them I got a receipt. If not for that one single receipt, I would have been thrown out of the university. So I had a chance to go for the receipt, and luckily for me, I think maybe I got a C or something like that. So that way, after the first year, I was not expelled from the university. But that was the beginning of my challenge. Fast forward, the next year, I still struggled. Most of my grades were not good. By the third year, I knew that I was in serious trouble, because there was no way I could graduate. There was no way I was going to get out of university, because it was a 4-year program. And I saw my mates that they were going to graduate by the 4th year, and that I was still going to be in the university. By the way, I spent 6 years doing a 4-year program, 6 good years. And by that 3rd year, that was when my personal development journey began. Because I realized that by that time I had maybe a 1 point something GPA. There was no way I could bump it up, maybe to come out with a 3rd class or a 2nd class. I knew I was going to come out with what I call a pass degree. That degree definitely means that I was going to have a serious challenge once I get into the market, once I begin to look for job. That means the probability of me having a job, a good job, was very, very slim, because I will be competing against the 1st class, the 2nd class, even maybe They don't even consider the third class, let alone my own past degree. That was when I had my awakening. My awakening occurred around that third year. Because I told myself, I don't know what happened, but something happened in me. Something compelled me to begin to seek for understanding about what life is, to begin to seek what makes a person successful. Because at that moment in time, I told myself, I'm going to be successful. I knew that I was going to come out with a very terrible grade, but I made up my mind. Something within me rose up. And I said I was not going to be a failure. I began to study psychology. I began to read books on philosophy. Mind you, my core degree was chemistry, science, nothing related to arts. But I knew that I had to succeed in life. And that was when I picked up those books, psychology, philosophy. This was all personal development. This is where my own personal development journey started. And one thing I wanted to also mention was this. In our project, which is like a final kind of thesis that you write on your course, right? I read chemistry. So normally when you do that thesis, most of you that have done it as well, your project, there's always a portion that says you dedicate that work to somebody, right? And most people dedicate to their parents. For me, this should tell you what my state of mind was at that moment. I dedicated my project work. I wrote it this way. I said, to all positive thinkers and survivalists in the world. To all positive thinkers and survivalists in the world. That was what I wrote down. I didn't really know what I was doing, but in retrospect, I can relate to what I started that began to compel me into success. I think what Steve Jobs said, you can only trace can't remember the quote, but you trace the dots backwards, right? So for me, that's a retrospect when I think about my own personal development journey. I made that decision that moment that I was going to be a successful person. I told myself that my grade was never going to define me. And for those last 3 years, I began to work on myself, thinking positively, seeing myself succeeding when I get out of university. That is what personal development is. Studying, building up yourself, seeing the vision, seeing yourself successful. And when I look back now, I can truly say, yes, that was when the awakening started. That was when my journey started. And I never looked back. I kept on building up myself, studying. And now, in this age of internet, a lot of people have access to the internet. At that moment in time, in 1984, I didn't really know what I was doing then, right? I didn't even know what it's called personal development. I didn't know all these laws and all these things that have been made clearer. That's the power of personal development. When you make that decision and see yourself and begin to train your mind to believe in yourself, things happen. Situations shift for you. This video is just a quick one. I know we have very short attention span. I don't want it to be too long. I'm going to also still talk about more about what happened after I got out of university. But fast forward, I became successful. There's no doubt about that. You know, we need to watch out for certain things. certain times, doubts coping, the importance of making sure you counter doubts, the importance of self-confidence, especially if you've decided that you want to go this part of personal development. Self-confidence comes into play. I'm going to talk about that a little bit, and I'm going to share my own failures as well, even though I practice this principle. It's through this kind of sharing of our experiences that we all grow. Well, I don't have to leave it. Like I said, this is a little bit of a long video, but it's a way for me to share my own experience. I get to hear myself, listen to myself one more time, and to kind of reaffirm what I believe I am, and hopefully you get to also understand that personal development is important. Understanding the principles of life is important. Could make a difference between success and failure. I hope you found some ideas in this video. I'm going to go more deeper next time, but make the next video a little bit shorter. Thanks for watching, and I hope to talk to you very soon again. Bye.